point, it's still in the investigation process, and we will be providing a full update if anyone is taken into custody. But obviously, what we do know is that we have a child, a 3- and 4-year-old, that appear that were able to gain access to a very dangerous weapon, assault type weapon, and someone was hurt. This child was hurt, and that's definitely not something that anybody's happy about.
In terms of the stories that were told, the original story, as we understand it, was that this child was playing with the gun herself, and that she was the one that actually shot her. Do we know who actually fired the shot and how?
That more will become with the update from Major Crimes. They are handling it, and it's outside of the 2nd precinct. And as to who fired the shot and how that occurred, and a better picture of that will be coming at a later time.
For clarification, were there adults present and visitors present, as you said?
Yeah, there was. Yes, there was multiple adults. There was some that were downstairs, some that were upstairs. There was the mother that we're told that was also in the room where it occurred. So.
Commander, the gun was found 5 blocks or so from the shooting, kind of in an abandoned field. Is that unusual?
Well, through the course of our investigation, we received additional information, and our officers, through their outstanding investigation and work, were able to ascertain some information, and it led them over to where that weapon was located. And then we recovered it. It has been placed on evidence, and we're also looking, going to be analyzing it for DNA prints and everything of that nature. Also inside the location, we did recover spent round from the floor and stuff like that. So, I mean, this is still ongoing. We're trying to figure out exactly what happened in that closet within that bedroom. We're putting all the pieces together as far as ownership of the weapon. And I mean, but just getting back, I mean, the message that we would definitely want to get is just to the public, to the gun owners and different things like that, that, hey, we got to put these guns away and we can't have them accessible. I mean, there's just too many incidents where children get a hold of these and unfortunately they're accidentally getting shot. And
Is anybody in custody, or are you looking for anyone? Have you talked to everyone?
yeah, I mean, we've talked to the mother, we've talked to the grandmother. I mean, there was aunts, uncles. I mean, there's a number of different family members that we've been talking to. And we're just trying to ascertain all the facts, and then we're going to make a determination as to whether someone should be charged, and we will come out with an update when that occurs.
2 kids, brother, sister?
I believe they're cousins. They're not brother, sister that I'm aware of.
And what's the latest on the child's condition again?
Temp serious, originally critical, but I guess the child has been stabilized.
Henry Ford right here? Or
I believe originally the child went to Henry Ford. The hospital, it could be. You know, she's being treated adequately wherever the child's at.
Have you heard that the boyfriend may have thrown the gun out?
I cannot get into that right now. I will say that a gun has been recovered. We are trying to find out who is the owner of that weapon or who was in possession of that weapon. And obviously, it was left in an area that a child was able to get a hold of and injured. And we take that very seriously.
what went through your mind when you made it to the scene and saw it for yourself?
I mean, no one wants to get that call in the middle of the night, you know, and hear that there's a 3-year-old shot. You know what I mean? I'm a father of 3. You know what I mean? And you know, it hurts me. You know what I mean? And it hurts everyone across the city. I mean, we don't want our children to get hurt and get injured, and that's why we need to put the guns away. I mean, the chief is talking so much just about gun violence. We've met with federal partners and just saying we got to do something about the number of guns and these incidents are happening out here. We just can't let it continue. So the message has to keep getting out there, and we have to keep talking to the public, saying, hey, put the guns up, secure them. Let's not let this happen to our children.
When we understand the stories that come in, the original story that was there clearly didn't jive with what the facts were, right? I mean, that sort of led you to where the gun was.
Well, I can tell you this. I mean, when you have multiple people, there's a lot happening. That sometimes we have to put together stories, and some of the stories weren't quite matching up. It takes time sometimes to kind of weed through all that, and we're starting to get a lot better information as the time goes by. And I think as the day progresses, we'll be able to give a lot better information as to exactly what occurred out there.
You said it was just before 10 o'clock this morning, right?
No, this happened just after midnight, I believe. just after midnight. Yes. Yeah. The officers responded to the hospital. They learned that there was a shooting of a 3-year-old female at the hospital. We then learned where it actually occurred, and then we responded to that scene location.
Are all those you've questioned being cooperative?
Yes, we have been getting information from all of them, and we're just, like I said, we're going through all the information. We're trying to match everything up, and we're trying to find exactly as to what happened. But I can tell you, I mean, this is being handled by our major crimes unit, and they have better detail as far as all the conversations that they've had with
So
them.
among the questions you have to answer is how that firearm made it 5 doors down.
Most definite. Yeah, I mean, and we'll get to the bottom of that. I mean, obviously, it was in the house at one point and it got to another location. So we're gonna piece how that happened and how it was moved and get to there.
Commander, have you been to that location before?
Personally, I have not. I'd really have to look at the CAD history and see our response there over the last few years and see how many times our officers have went out there. At this point, I can't speak to that or know that. You know.
Will you update this afternoon?
There will be a representative or public information. I don't know if it'll be myself personally or someone from public info, but we will most definitely. We understand it's a very serious case. We have a child that's shot within our city, and we're upset by it. We know that like I said, our hearts go out to the family. We will be providing an update.